Hello, everybody. Manly is here, and welcome back to another episode of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. And continuing, we're just going to do one more haunting here at the shipwrecked galleon. So let's not waste any time and head there now.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Oh, damn. Missed it.
One less to worry about.
Okay, and our rifle build is extremely powerful to the riffraff. It can be powerful against boss enemies, as I've seen us get close to 1,000 damage. But I'm sure if we actually take the time to perfect our build, we could certainly get well past 1,000. Especially without modifiers, because some modifiers during the spectral cleansings
We're not alone.
definitely make us stronger.
Oh there. Can I help you?
Oh jeez.
Who is she?
Dunno.
Hey,
Let's
Tom.
find her and ask her.
It would have been
That's
much
spectral.
worse if it was
Body.
Hang 10.
Hey! More fun.
Eyes peeled.
Alright. And we've been to the galleon before, so it's no stranger to us. However, it may hold new secrets for us to uncover. And we've read much of the diaries and unlocked things up here already. So it may be as simple as coming up here.
This wasn't
And-
here before, was it?
Oh, sorry about that. And Red is right, it was not here before. This was definitely closed off to us prior. What is this? Captain Perkins' log, 30th of March, 1687, at 6 a.m. He reports seeing clear skies, calm seas, and no winds. He then departs from Boston on April 19th. 12 days at sea to reach New Eden. 1 blue whale, 2 Wrights. Sailor Putnam, ill with likely scurvy, quarantined as a safeguard. Then, on the 8th of June, we race ahead of the plague, in a hurry to catch the tide, iris the changing weather. The swell is high and the wind strong. We run a sea anchor, all sails furled, and hope we are not dragged too far from Boston. This is my last trip, I know that now. In my dreams, I see my beloved in her house on a cliff. Before her spreads the never-ending sea. To her back, the shimmering fields. I shall go home to my wife, Hephzibah, and be a better husband.
Our ghost was a woman. What's the connection to the ship?
The captain had a wife? He mentioned a house. Perhaps it still stands.
Perhaps there's a key.
Any key that we can find.
What? The ship has changed.
Changed how?
Has it? I guess we'll find out when we go back down. Nothing else of note in the captain's quarters. But how else has it changed? It looks all the same still. Let's see if the name has changed. Nope. It's still the Chronos. Yeah, I don't see much else changing unless it's over here. Okay. Alright. Where are we going? Alright. Traveling all the way down there, so we'll just have to follow the quest marker, as there's no shortcuts for us.
That boat reminds me of old Barine. I went there once. Sat on the quay with my mum and my sisters eating cod and watching the boats.
My father took me fishing. I too would watch the great ships come and go. I'd get restless. He'd give me the squid he'd grilled for his hand lines. I miss him.
And here is the Perkins house.
House on a cliff, fields behind, the sea within earshot.
The sea captain's description fits. This is the place.
Let's go in, shall we?
No, it's not here. Where did I put that stupid key?
Good day.
What? Oh. Who are you? I don't know you, do I?
The resemblance to the ghost is uncanny.
Good day to you, madam. Red Raith, the Banisher.
Is that some breed of rat catcher?
In a way.
My name's Hepzibah Perkins. What can this old woman do for you?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd rather fancy a chat.
You would? Truly? All right, then.
Have you any family, Goody Perkins? A sister, perhaps?
I don't have any relatives left.
Did you have a twin sister?
My memory, sir, is lately like empty pages in the book. But I would surely remember a sister.
The memory is failing.
There's something you should know. In the wrecked hull of a sea vessel, I found your husband's log.
Husband? The very idea. I've known no husband. I'm sorry. The log cannot be right. It must belong to someone else. It must. Right? Yes, it must. I've known no husband, and I'll not hear otherwise.
Not so sure about that.
Noticed anything strange lately?
Nothing stranger than usual.
How about lurkers? Shadowy figures, perhaps, seen from the corner of your eye. The feeling that someone was watching you.
No. Why?
Well, here's the thing. I believe you may be haunted by a ghost.
A ghost? Don't be silly. I have rats, maybe. I'm sure I've heard them scrabbling. But they're just rats.
Change the subject. See if it helps.
Did I hear you were looking for a lost key? Would you like me to help you look?
Why, thank you, young man. That will be just fine.
All right.
I'll bid you good day, ma'am.
So the good
You
Hepzibah,
take care now, Richard.
and she
Her
called
memory
us.
seems muddled.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's probably more due to her
Is
age.
this the price of getting old? Well, let's find out.
Let's see what hints we have. Red and Antea saw a ghost wandering through a shipwreck, but when they tried to speak to it, it disappeared. In the wreckage, they found the captain's log, in which they learned he had been married and lived nearby. So we have two Hepzibahs. The first, Hepzibah Perkins, suffers from amnesia, and the second being the ghost. Quite curious indeed. Letter from Mary Claire O'Hara. My dearest widow Perkins, I write to you on the subject of an unexpected recent visit from a gentleman come to propose an engagement to my sister by, or so he claimed, your recommendation. I thank you for your concern for my sister's future and mine, but please, I beg you, do not interfere in our affairs, for we can manage them well enough alone. Thank you again for your kindness, but we know what we want and how to find it. Mary Claire O'Hara. But of the matchmaker she is.
Who's that?
Yes. It's
Oh,
dust.
wow.
Undisturbed.
She mustn't come up here anymore.
And plenty of spectral stains.
I want this for my mantle.
You don't have a house.
If I had a house, I would want this for my mantle.
And it's the Chronos itself. Let's see what else we have.
Nothing interesting here.
I'll use a sextant, but I'd prefer a well-drawn map.
It's really not that complicated.
Map. Every time.
Something through this door, perhaps?
I feel an echo.
Yeah, there's plenty of spectral stains here for us. Maybe if we clean these up,
Not
she'll
here.
feel better. Ship's anchor? How did she get that up here? And why isn't it gone through the floorboards? Take that. Let's read this. Whales have been spotted off the coast, both to the southeast and to the northeast. The waters of New Eden are poor in fishermen and rich in cetaceans. And given the market price for whale oil, we could quickly establish ourselves in the market. My dear Hepzibah, I turn to you for solace. Since losing Tompkin, I felt so terribly alone. I do not know you well, and you know me not at all, but we are bonded, you and I, in the loss of our menfolk to the cruelty of the ocean. I hope you will respond to my letter, because I know I need a friend, and I think perhaps that you do too. Sincerely yours, Sally, Widow Waldsworth. A key with a whale engraved on it. Could this be the key to the captain's chest? Okay.
Whale. I saw another like it on the ship.
What if we move
We should
this?
check out the echo before we give her back the key.
Is all well? I heard a noise.
Let's
Worry not, madam.
investigate this echo,
Not about the
shall we?
furniture, leastways.
That witch put a curse upon my poor husband's boat. He lies dead in the briny deep, and she walks free. I'll not bear it, and nor should you.
Your distress moves me, Mrs. Perkins. I'm very sorry for your loss. And I swear upon my honor as a servant of God, I shall not turn from the truth. You may trust me to deal with Deborah in the appropriate way. Attending that, please put the sickle down, for I fear you'll do one of us an injury.
Goody Perkins was very angry.
And she hated Deborah. Give her back the key and let's get out of here.
But what reason would she have to hate Deborah? In the sea captain's house, the Banishers met Hepzibah Perkins, whose memories seemed to be causing her trouble. She couldn't remember her own husband, and she seems to also have forgotten something painful from her past. Hepzibah Perkins believed Deborah Comness responsible for her husband's death. And what we know about Hepzibah is that a frail and weary old woman, the pious elder suffers from memory loss. Something has left her withdrawn, weary and both physically and emotionally frail. Maybe she's just sundowning.
Goody Perkins, here's the key.
Key? What key?
The key you were looking for. That key. The key.
I don't know anything about a key. I don't want it. You keep it.
You had a husband. Have you forgotten?
Stop saying that. I've never married.
When he died, you blamed Deborah. One of the widows from your husband's crew wrote to you. What happened?
I know no Deborah. I have no husband. I know no Deborah, and you, sir, are bothering me. Please, leave.
We'll get no more from Goody Perkins. Maybe someone at the Harrows will know something.
Look, there. I do believe that's our ghost.
She's leading us somewhere. Let's follow her track.
I don't like ghosts that run away.
Come on then, keep up.
Ugh.
Can we reveal these so we can get a path? So this is a very interesting haunting. Why two Hepzibahs?
Admit I'm surprised. Sweet old harmless Goody Perkins was an absolute hellion.
People change over time. But since her husband died at sea, why blame Deborah for it?
Perhaps she was in pain. Needed someone to blame for the loss of her husband.
Let's ask her ghost.
Probably went back to the ship if I had to guess.
That here again.
Maybe we missed something the first time.
That was weird. The game kind of like slowed down as if it was entering a cutscene.
This isn't over yet. I'm right here, you know. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
Is that a leap that appeared? Yes, it is.
How does
look
an
at
old
this.
ship magically become newer?
And we were unable to come here prior to, so interesting little mechanic.
A wee island kiss for you.
And let's... What does that do? I thought we had... There we go. Now
We need to
jump
look for somewhere to
across.
cross.
Gone again.
Wait, she led us here. She must have had a reason.
Sure she did, but what that reason is, I don't know.
Memories from the past linger nearby.
Yeah, we have to hark.
He me shaw mar nish.
Mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. For I have done this evil in thy sight. Hang me up before the Lord against the sun. That his fierce anger be turned away. Deliver me from my blood guilt. Purge me, and I shall be clean.
Tell me you understand what is going on.
I would, but I don't. She killed herself out of guilt. But guilt about what?
And let's see what we have. About this ghost, Hepzibah. Hepzibah Perkins' ghost committed suicide out of guilt. This is interesting, because typically when we do these hauntings, I feel like we can reasonably assume
There she is.
what
Pray
happens.
she stays there. No more running.
Where is she? Oh, she's down there. Even before all this, but for the life of me, I'm honestly quite curious, and I don't know what's the reason, or can even guess as to why this is happening.
What strangeness is this? Can you really be Goody Perkins?
I can be Hepzibah Perkins, and I am. I know Mr. McRaith, but I don't know you.
I'm Antea Duarte.
I need your help. I do not wish to ask for it, but I must. I have prayed for help, but God has not sent his answer, because I do not deserve an answer. Unless the answer is you. Then God mocks me. But at least he answers.
You're alive, yet dead. What do you want with your other self?
I must warn me, her, of the danger. The gates of heaven are close to me, and the Lord is deaf to my complaint. I've committed the greatest of all sins. I denied the life he gave me. Damnation eternal awaits us both. I must save her from herself.
Life can take you to the darkest places. I know this. I know how tempting a permanent solution to a temporary problem can seem. Yet some consider it the worst of sins. What brought you to it?
God knows. And I would prefer to keep it between he and I.
If you want us to help, we'll need to know.
I just need you to get away from her. Every time you ask her the question, it's one more chance for her to remember.
This is... How can you be alive and dead at the same time?
This is the Lord's punishment. This is his will. I remember the bone-chilling cold as I wandered in the endless darkness. Then, suddenly, his warm and dazzling light enveloped me and brought me back. Here, to where I'd lost my life. This is my penance. Damned to watch, helpless, as I sin against him. Again, and again, and again. But then, I thought perhaps not. Perhaps this is my chance for redemption. For absolution. For salvation.
Your living self seems to have lost her memory. Any idea how?
She has lost her memory because she is haunted. Perhaps this is why God has sent me.
You remember, and she forgets. What happens if it starts to come back to her?
Then she will remember, and I will forget.
This is genuinely fascinating.
If she remembers, I have failed. I am the keeper of her memories, her pain, her faults, and her guilt. I protect her from the past to safeguard her future.
You don't protect her, though. You're killing her.
Then she dies without adding to her sins, and I am no longer needed.
We must go now.
Please, save her.
All right.
What now?
We go back to the old lady's house and check in on her.
I feel like this too is a pretty easy ascent. But we'll see. We'll see if there's anything that changes that. But let's look at the hints that we have for Hepzibah. So, Hepzibah Perkins' ghost wants to save her present self. The ghost appeared and led the Banishers back to the wreckage of the boat, where they were supposed to find the body of Hepzibah Perkins hanging from the mast, as if past and present were merging to become one. The ghost of Hepzibah Perkins, it turned out, desperately sought to prevent her own suicide. That is interesting and a very cool story for this haunting.
This case is beyond me. What about you?
Charles once told me about a time-traveling ghost. I didn't believe him. Kronos, god of time. This has something to do with the ship.
Well, obviously.
Oh.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Time and the void have a special relationship. Maybe it's that.
Makes sense. Ceridian's perception of past, present, and future seemed flexible.
Ceridians had a long life of void walking. Maybe it rubbed off. Maybe Goody Perkins stood too close to the void.
That is a really... How come I didn't think of that? Kronos. I know I mentioned it in an earlier episode being the god of time, but for it to be the overall theme here is kind of an interesting detail. Very well executed, I would say.
I don't think she's home.
And where could she be? Dangerous for a lady to walk around in her condition alone.
Have a bit of this.
We have 2 sours.
Goody Perkins.
Look, the rock. There's an echo here.
Come on! Won't someone do something? All right, I'll start then. Cowards, you all! We welcomed you, and this is how you reward us. Confess now, woman. Confess the names of your accomplice witches, or be sent back to the rotten hell you worship.
Oh. A stone replete with spectral traces. Hepzibah Perkins laid this first stone down to execute Deborah Commoness.
Damn it.
Wish we hadn't seen that.
But we have seen it. Now we know.
At Deborah Commoness' execution, Hepzibah Perkins placed the first stone. Oh, jeez. Just when I thought it would be an easy ascent.
How bad is it?
She remembers, and soon shall I die.
You took part in the torture and murder of Deborah Comenius. You killed her.
I could not bear the grief of my husband's loss. It turned to anger. I sought a culprit. My rage was blind. I knew Deborah guilty, because I needed her to be guilty. I was not alone in it. I share the blame, but the guilt is all my own.
This mistake, how do we stop you, her, from making it?
Talk to her. She remembers. The curse will be repeated. Her memory returns and she remembers the stone. She remembers the day she killed. The day she killed Deborah. The memory of that sin, of her blood guilt, will drive her to another sin yet worse. I must be stopped.
We must go now.
Please, don't let her do it. Save me from the sin I'll soon commit.
She does seem very full of regret and guilt. A tough choice, indeed.
Mrs. Perkins, are you all right?
I have a weight upon me. The stone. The stone. May God forgive me. What have I done? I remember now. I remember everything.
Aye, and I can tell you're upset. It's a lot to take in. Unfortunately, there's more. There's a lot more. The ghost that haunts you is you. It's hoping to stop you doing something that you'll regret.
My ghost! Is this why sadness hangs heavy on my poor heart? Is this how I feel my guilt?
Life is a gift to be cherished. Sadness fades, joy returns. You can't throw it away.
I know. But what if that's what I deserve? You're a good soul, sir, and a man of action. Help me. Spare me my misery. I beg you, end it. End it now.
We're banishers. We end hauntings. That's all we do.
We are banishers, but we are also human. We should help others. Mrs. Perkins, it's time.
You heard. Show yourself.
Does she want us to blame her? Because she said to end it. Because what would providing her ascension do? I think we should blame her. And I'm gonna defend this by saying this blame is out of benefit for everyone. Both ghosts and self alike.
Hepzibah Perkins, as you live and breathe, I know your past, and your future too. I've heard your request.
I see no other way.
There is always another way. But if this will prevent your damnation, I'm happy to serve.
Thank you. You seem a nice young man. I know how much this cost you. Towards my end. And oh, and God bless you, Red McRae. You heard my complaint. Thank you.
Wow. You know, that one kind of played with my emotions a little bit. That haunting, 10 out of 10. But in all seriousness, blaming her was the right thing to do. And it was hard, it was tough. It was I don't know. It it really comes down to understanding all aspects of the haunting. And look at this too. It's here lies not only Richard Perkins, but also his wife Hepzibah. And as bad as a blame may seem, that was probably the best thing for her and what she wanted, because now here she lies next to her husband Richard. That was a great haunting. That was a wonderful side mission. I probably one of the best written side missions that I've played in any game. Wow. So, I think we'll end it there, and we'll take in all that we have so far. But with that being said, as always, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.